this little short tutorial, I'm going to show you how to add pictures to the dogs to kind of show the updated versions of the dogs here. So a couple of things that we can do here. We definitely want to update these on their photos, and so there's a couple of things. I'll give you some options and you can decide how you want to kind of handle that, okay? And so the first thing we need to do, I'm going to leave this page open so I can kind of refresh it and see how the changes look. But we're going to go into the administrator side, which I just sent you some password information for. I'm just going to open this in a new tab so that I've got two tabs open up here at the top. Now in the products section, I can go into any product, which the dogs are the products, obviously. And so I'll go into the first one, Cami. And when I come into this, we're going to see that the Divi Builder, now these are going to be some new words for you, but it's loading here. It's going to take a second to load. And it's going to load what's called the Divi Builder. Now this is not anything at this time that you really need to do anything with, so just kind of, you can kind of ignore this whole setup here. All right, and none of this is going to be consequential to the product gallery here. And so what we want to do though is we want to add some images to the product gallery, and I'm assuming that each week you're going to add a new one. And I'm just going to I'll add a cat just so we can see clearly what's being done here. And so I'm just going to go ahead and update that. And again, this is where you'll put these product gallery images. If I have two pictures, I can change them, so if I've got the weeks backwards at any point, I can just make an adjustment. I'm going to update that. I'm going to reload my home page, and what we're going to find is when I come onto this now, what I'm going to see is I'm going to have their weekly images kind of updated here, right? And so that'll be all those as well. And so that just kind of updates all those pictures. And you can add a little tag that says week 1 photo, week 2 photo, and that's pretty much as easy as it is. And we can add a bunch more to this too. If we end up with, I'll just add a bunch so we have there. So now we have 6 pictures, so this would be a 6-week update. And I'll have to change it so that right now it looks like probably just 3 photos at a time, or maybe it didn't update it yet. Let me try it one more time here. Oh yeah, there we go. So as you can see, you'll be able to update these. Now I would recommend using a service like, and I'll just give you a free service here that you can just connect with Facebook. It's called Canva. And what Canva allows you to do is to just basically make sure you have an image that you're editing the same size every single time. And that would make this look very uniform and not all these different sized pictures. So all you would need to do is come into Canva, and you can again sign in with your Facebook, and it will be a totally free thing. I'd recommend presentation as the size you would use. And then basically you would just drag your photos in here, and we've got some here already. Let me just see previous uploads. So we were doing some sign language stuff for Melia's work. So I mean, that could have, obviously this would be dogs, but your first picture, you'd add a new page and throw a new one in there, add a new page, throw a new one in there, add a new page. And then when you download these, they're all going to be the same size. And so that is very beneficial, because when the customer comes here, all the pictures are going to look the same. Not only that, but you can add your picture in here and then add a little text and just say, week 1 Cami, or whatever, however you want to list that off. Put it at the top of the thing, change the size, make it big. You could even change the color to something that sticks out on the photo. And so I'll just add a dog photo just so you get an idea. So here's a puppy, right? And I'll just drag that in there, and I'll move it way to the back. We'll get rid of this old one. So now this would be something, we just would add this, and obviously this would be the puppy, but we'd add the week, and then you can actually just make changes as the week goes on. You could have one file for each dog even, and just add new pictures as they go along. That way when you come to upload, everything's consistent. The size always looks the same, and again, just use your best judgment with it. But that is how that works. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me. I'm going to reset all this so that we're back to square one. Thanks a lot.